Welcome everybody to the 2025 high school football season here in Georgia. This is Adam Stimmel with the GFOA Film Review Committee. Wanted to welcome everybody to the season, especially those newer folks, guys and gals that we have joining us over the last couple years, or even brand new officials this year in the spring. Really look forward to working with you. And as always, if there's any questions, anything that you need to discuss, we're all here for you. We're excited to work with you, and let's all become better officials. So with that, I'll open up today's conversation in the key or the theme for this year is back to the basics. What are those basic building blocks that we have as officials that can make us successful on the field? And so with that being the theme, this first film is going to focus just on that, the basic mechanics. And so this is built not just for the first couple year officials or the brand new officials, but all of us, even as seasoned vets, need to take a hard look at ourselves in the mirror and try to take any tips that we can from these videos and other discussions that we have in the film reviews to really try to make us the better official on the field. That's the point. So again, thanks for joining, and let's get this thing kicked off. First thing I'd like to point out today in our mechanics discussion is that this is not an all-encompassing list, and it's going to be very high level. I'm not going to get into a lot of details, otherwise it'd be a rather lengthy discussion. I'd rather keep this film more short and to the point. So with that being said, first thing that we want to discuss is our pre-snap routine. This is going to be key to any successful official. You need to get one and keep it. What I mean by that is this, you need to come up with it on your own. I don't want to be prescriptive and say you have to follow each and every one of these steps. Whatever works for you, practice it, and it'll become a routine where that you won't even have to think about it after a while. After, call it a quarter of a season, it's going to rattle off in your mind. You'll do it, and you don't even realize you're doing it. One thing you do need to focus on, however, along with that pre-snap routine, is the game awareness. What down is it? What type of play am I expecting to see? What's the score? What's the time? Is it a tight ball game at the end of the half or the end of the game? Is it a blowout? Are we just trying to get everyone safely home and no injuries on the field? Are there special mechanics that we need? Is it a goal line situation? Are we backed up against the other goal line? Is it on third or fourth down as a wing? We have a new mechanics now. We also, initially, we need to make sure we are set up correctly and ready to go. So what's our correct starting position? I'm going to go over a good clip here in a little while. And then we want to always count our players. And there is no excuse for us to ever have a snap with more than 11 players. With this and everything, you want to communicate with your other crew members. So now let's take a look at the clip. So I wanted to bring this clip up because this is an excellent crew that's set up well for their play. And I'm going to go over each of the positions here. I'll just start with the referee on the quarterback's throwing hand side. 12 to 15 yards back, so he is in a good position. Both of our wings are straddling the line of scrimmage, and there's kind of two thoughts on where in the white they should be. If you look in the book, it's just outside of the sideline. However, we prefer more to be back with your heels on the back of the white. Now, you might ask, well, why does it matter? Trust me when I say these coaches are going to do everything they can to get as close to this field as possible. So this helps you in being able to police that and being able to have better control of your sidelines. So they are well positioned. The umpire off the line of scrimmage 6 to 9 yards, in good setup there. He's in between players, so he has a good viewpoint of the guard, center guard, which is his primary point of responsibility. So we have our side judge, our field judge, and they should be between 20 and 25 yards. So you can see they are, here's 10, 15, 20, between 20 and 25 yards. preferably on a big line, as we call it, if you can be. And then the back judge should be more in the center of the field, in between the hashes, and approximately another 5 yards off of the deeps over here. I also brought up the fact, we'll get to the next one is formations, and I'll bring this clip back. So along with our initial positions, the next thing we want to look at is the formations and the keys. So what formation is your offense in, and what are your primary keys before the play? Want to look at as the wings and no more than 4 in the backfield. As the umpire and the referee, the down lineman, do we have 5, 50 through 79? For the wings, do we need to punch? So the outside guy off of the line of scrimmage, is he outside of the hash? Do we need to punch to tell our partner on the other side that we have someone in the backfield? What's our initial keys? Again, this is a little harder, and don't want to focus on this for today, but what is your initial key? Play clock, back judge, field judge. Very, very crucial not to forget this play clock, especially as we move further into the game. And again, as always, communication is vital, making sure that we're talking with our crew members either over the radio, signaling to make sure that everyone knows that we are ready to go for the play. Back to the clip. I would like you to focus on the head line judge down here on the bottom of the screen. This is the first half, so he is the official. The head line judge is the official on the opposite side of the chains. And so I want you to watch his hand signal. So he's going to look at the formation here. 1, 2, 3. Now, he's just told everybody, mainly his partner over here, I've got 3 in the backfield. So we're saying, hey, I have 3 off of the line of scrimmage outside the hash, but now we have the quarterback and we have the running back also in the backfield. That's 5 in the backfield. They do run this snap a little quick. What we want to do here, once we kind of realize that, we want to be signaling to our official on the other side, either through the radio or patting your flag. This is a flag. We need to throw this at the exact same time. Throw it nice and high up in the air and let everyone know, hey, I have an illegal formation here. It's a great indication of something that you need to look at as a wing. What is that formation? And with that, I'd like to wrap up the first film for the 2025 season for GFOA. I plan on adding to this mechanics discussion a couple more times over the summer. And I'd like to thank you for your time. Most of all, really looking forward to working with each and every one of you, especially those newer officials, as we work together to try to put the best product on the field. Thanks again, and as always, see the ball, sell the call. So long, everyone.